What's going on, guys? Hang with me. I have Chris Harrison the day after the Bachelor finale. Chris, how are you?
I'm exhausted.
I was about to say, how are you feeling right now?
I'm beat. That was wild.
I mean, you've had a very crazy, I would say, what, 24 to 48, maybe 72 hours?
Yeah, exactly. Because we started Monday with that live show, and then we rolled right into Tuesday, and then here we are on launch day doing press all day.
Well, you look good. Like, you look alive and well and everything.
You can't see behind the camera. There's a team of 32 people in a hyperbaric chamber.
He's always got the good jokes. Well, congratulations on everything. We have so much to talk about, per usual. We have to start with this.
Yes, I mean, subtle.
Congratulations.
Very subtle, shameless plugs over here. I mean, this is my collaboration with Seagram's Escapes, Tropical Rosé. Actually really excited about it. First of all, what do you think?
I actually genuinely like it, guys. I'm not kidding. It has like sparkly, so the passion fruit, I'm a big fan of that already, so you got me with that.
See, thank you. Dragon fruit, passion fruit, a little touch of rosé.
Will you accept this rosé?
This rosé.
That's right.
No, but I was really hands-on in making the flavor and creating the look and the whole thing with the folks at Seagram's Escapes. And it's obviously an extension of the brand of what the people that love my shows like to do. And it's 100 calories, low carbs.
Love that.
Light, easy drinking. It's going to be great this summer. Perfect.
So how is it when people just take a few of these, though?
Perfect.
Okay,
by the way, only 3.2% alcohol, so it really isn't. You're not going to get like crazy wasted. It's like you can have a few, and you can enjoy your pool time. You can enjoy your day at the lake. Yeah.
That's how you sell more.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Keep them coming back. But it's been fun, and the best part about this is obviously it's been out for a little bit. It's hitting stores. It's now launching in all the major stores across the country, and people are starting to find it. A lot of people have been, I say, posé with your rosé. Watching the finale, and they're all posing with it, and they're buying. I love that. But the good thing is once they finally drink it, they're like, damn. And I love when guys drink it because they're like, I'm not going to like this. And they're like, it's really good.
Yeah, well, the pink, real men wear pink.
Real men wear pink.
Duh. But I love it. Congratulations. It's so good. And we're actually going to play a drinking game with that later on.
Okay, good.
A trivia game. But first, obviously, have to talk to you about all things the finale.
Yeah.
So many questions. I'm going to start out with a really important one. It's actually more of a statement.
Okay.
Barb. Period.
Yeah. That's a lot of questions and a lot of statements.
Yeah,
there's a lot to unpack there. We got to that part with Barb, and it really was interesting because right before that, I was kind of happy because there was this nice applause from Madison, and when he had professed his love, and she said, "I love you," when I was talking to her in Alabama. And he looked at me, and I could see his shoulders kind of drop. He's like, "Okay, good. Like, this is Peter." I was like, "I think this is going to be okay." And then when I went to Barb, and it really went off the rails in a hurry, and she had some really strong emotions and opinions, and it was kind of sad and unfortunate. It was really awkward to be in that room.
So how about feeling like during the live show? Because you were saying that you didn't really expect her to kind of open up that much on the live show, right?
I could tell she wasn't happy. You could just see the body language, and she's sitting, Peter's right here, and she's kind of in my peripheral vision, and she doesn't seem happy, but I sure didn't think she was going to like back the bus over her son on national TV.
Right.
And even when she kind of got into how she loved Hannah Ann, didn't love Madison, Madison kept her waiting, I thought, anytime she's going to say, but, Peter's made this decision, and we're going to support him best we can. I thought there was always going to be that but to this. And the only butt of the joke was Peter at the end of it, and it just got worse and worse and worse. Well,
how is Peter doing now? As viewers, we kind of feel bad for him, especially towards the end, because you can tell he really just was trying his best.
I haven't talked to him. Immediately after that segment, I still had segment 10 to get to, which was Claire. So I had to bring Claire out, finish the show, and get off stage, for this live show. So by the time I got off stage, Peter was still backstage. He was visibly upset, clearly. So was Madison. Madison was standing right beside him. We had a couple producers there, and I didn't get close enough because I had to go do another interview, but they were venting, and but I haven't had a chance to catch up with him since. But clearly he has a lot of reasons to be upset and confused and kind of torn apart.
And like all the people in Bachelor Nation, they say, like, as viewers, we have no idea what they're actually like feeling. We might think we do, but we're not in their shoes.
These are real people, and I even empathize with Barb. I get her point of view. I'm a dad. I understand her passion and her love for her son, but there's ways to be right and still be wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying she's wrong. Maybe she was right in what she's saying, but do you need to have that over your son of, hey, I told you so?
Right.
I don't know if that was the right time. Or even wait 15 minutes and yell at him as soon as we're off the air. It was just really interesting that was the time and place she took to make that stand.
So talk to me now about the commercial breaks. What was going on during that?
Not much.
Really? Was it just like kind of silent? Or?
Yeah, you know,
Wow.
obviously we are, because it's a live show and we really want everything to take place in that theater, we were really careful to bring producers out. You know, Madison was just stone-faced as soon as. So what happened was, and obviously you guys watched, but there was the mention from Barb, her comments. Then we took a break. I came back and let Madison speak. So in that 2.5, 4 minutes, it was pretty silent.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And Peter wasn't looking at his parents. Nobody was, you know, nobody was really talking. And there was this weird tension in the audience of just everyone was kind of murmuring. No one really knew what to do. It was kind of like you walked into this really awkward Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, like, should we be here? Should we leave? And it's so it was awkward. And you really did get to see everything play out. Nobody was going at it in commercial breaks, other than Madison just kind of going, what just happened?
Yeah. Did you see all the memes about Thanksgiving dinner, by the way? I'm sure you have.
I really haven't.
Really?
It was really weird. I got home last night. I went to dinner last night. And then I got home and I was so exhausted. And I thought about watching the show, because when you're hosting a live show, and you probably know this, it's really hard to pick up on the subtle nuances. I didn't see the Barb in the box, you know, because I'm not seeing programming. So I didn't see a lot of what you guys saw, the eye rolling and all the things I've heard about today. I didn't get to see that. And so I just didn't have it in me to watch the show back. I was so tired, and today's been nonstop press. I need to go back and watch it at some point, but I really have this, I don't know, this uneasy feeling. I don't know if I will ever watch it.
Yeah. I mean, you lived it, right?
Yeah, and I get it. It was great TV, and the ratings were bonkers and off the charts. But it's just one of those moments I'd rather just let it go.
Yeah, I can imagine. So now timelines. Viewers at Young Hollywood, we want to know how everything plays out, because obviously we see a cut version where we're not seeing everything.
It all happened in 2 hours last night.
Well, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
But in terms of, so let's start with Madison, actually.
Okay.
So rewind, we're back in Australia.
Okay.
Madison chooses to leave.
Right.
How did you find out? Did Peter call you? Were producers like, hey, this just happened?
I'm up there in Alice Springs, and we, you know, look, it wasn't a huge mystery that they've been struggling. I mean, they've been struggling along about, they have such a huge divide, you know, religiously, philosophically, and they have these massive, you know, divisions between them. And so I knew there was problems, so I was on hand. And things were always good with Hannah Ann. They really was. It was a cakewalk. And part of me was like, Peter, what are you doing? Like, why are you always trying to make everything so hard? Kind of like the song that he loves so much, you know, I don't want easy, I want crazy. No, easy's actually really great. It really is. Life doesn't have to be that difficult. Relationships really don't have to be that tough.
Yes.
There are tough things you have to overcome sometimes and communicate and work on. But no, love actually can be wonderful and easy. And I think he has this weird misnomer that it needs to hurt.
Yeah.
And you know, if you want to get into the deep thoughts of mom and where that comes from, there's something to that. But
True.
I knew there was problems with Madison. I wasn't sure, is she going to stay? Is she going to go? Are they going to get engaged? So I was just on hand. And as soon as it happened, clearly the producers told me, and I knew about it.
Right. So now about the timeline.
And this was months ago.
This
so
was
we're
months
talking
ago.
November.
Okay. So then from a different timeline now. So from when you went out to see Madison, and then she came back to LA, and like Peter's finding all this stuff out. What was the timeline then? That's all over the course of a few months?
That was months later. So we're talking after New Year's. So we're into January, February, when might have even been February when I went out to Auburn, Alabama. Because it was kind of towards the end of when we were shooting Listen to Your Heart, which we'll talk about later. But I went from there and jumped down and met with her. And it wasn't for a while. You know, we let Peter kind of go through his process of after breaking up with Hannah Ann. And the producers had continued to talk to Madison, and they both had just expressed so much regret and interest in each other and how they really messed this up, and that they wish. And they were just doing this separately, not talking to each other. And so we thought, this is crazy. Like, this isn't over yet.
Do you feel like that their outcome could have just been a little bit more different if they had more time? They clearly have, you know, big differences. Those do matter, but maybe because there was pressure to figure it out right then.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, time will tell. I am a firm believer of let's give him a chance. Why not? Why not just root for him? But you know, he does live in these grand statements of love conquers all, and nothing will stop us, and again, that's true to a certain degree, but not when you start off so far apart. And that's where I'm like, Barb, I get it. She's wise. She's older. She does have the experience of this is not going to be easy to overcome. She's very, very religious and conservative, and that's fine. He's not, though.
Right.
You know, she's a virgin. He's very much not, as we know.
Right.
He drinks. She really doesn't. Their family doesn't. And so, again, these are big things, and they're not insurmountable. Like, clearly relationships have been formed over much larger obstacles, but it is a thing.
Yeah, I would agree with you. So thoughts then, moving on to Hannah Ann a little bit. What were your thoughts on Peter proposing to her, even though he was a little unsure?
Yeah.
Did you talk to him a little bit before
I did.
that?
I did talk to him, and all I can say is to trust me in this moment that the day before, maybe 2 days before, and I sat down, and that's when I had that scruffy talk that everybody was laughing about. I hadn't slept in 5 days or something. And so, yeah, we had just gotten up there, and all right, I looked a little rough. I get it. But
we all have those days.
Yes, myself aside. We had this talk, and he really did seem to have that light bulb moment. And he had it in front of me. And you didn't see it, because obviously that would have given everything away.
Right.
But when we talked, that talk went a lot longer into him realizing, oh my God, what have I been doing? I've been making this so hard, and the answer's been right in front of me, and I do love Hannah Ann. And he really just had this kind of epiphany, and he was so over the moon and elated and tearful and excited. And the next day when he met with Neil Lane, and then the next day when it was proposal day, he was all in. It was 100% Hannah Ann all in. There was never, well, there is Madison. There wasn't that indecision and that confusion that seemed to be there the way it played out. It really wasn't there.
That's interesting then. So that makes, well, it made sense already that Hannah Ann was just distraught over everything, but now really hearing that makes even more sense.
And so that's why that day when Hannah Ann thought, I may not even show up considering what's going on, and he's like, now he's gutted, and it was just this wild roller coaster.
So intense.
It was.
I can understand why you're exhausted. I mean, not only have you done this the last few days,
but
please. Yeah. How about that? Let's cheers to you just making through it. All
Here's to me not sleeping and not shaving and showing up on TV like that.
I think you should do it for an entire season. Let's dare you to do it.
God, I thought the internet was going to break.
I think people would love that, honestly. Well, moving on to some more like happy, positive things. Stalked your Twitter. Saw that Lady Gaga was talking about the show.
Yeah, how funny is that?
Okay, are
Gaga,
you a big fan?
part of Bachelor Nation. Of course, it's Gaga.
Is she going to perform on the show?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Is she going to perform on the show? No, I meant yes, I'm a fan. And yes,
The way you
breaking news,
timing.
Young Hollywood, Lady Gaga is going to perform on the show. Now I got to make this happen.
Yeah.
No, we don't have the talks yet with Lady Gaga, but I love that. Whether it's Jennifer Aniston to David Spade to Jimmy Kimmel to Lady Gaga to the Kardashians, you name it, like people love this show and they really relate to it. And I love the fact that, Ryan Seacrest is texting me in the middle of the show going, this is crazy, it's just fun. It makes it fun for me. And it's, you'd think I would get nervous, but really I just enjoy the fact that everybody gets a little escape and a little excitement and a little relief from watching the show.
It's so true, and we all go through it because we all fall in love, we get heartbroken, etc., and all that good stuff.
Half the people today woke up Team Barb. Way to go, Mom, you crushed it. Half the people woke up saying, Team Peter, oh my God, what did Mom do? So it's so relatable, and it's all about your perspective, which makes it great. Like, you're not right, I'm not right, you're not wrong either. It's just
Barb thinks she's right.
Barb does think she's right.
So Barb's an exception.
It's one way, and it's her way.
That is so true. So there's this joke that goes around like social media where the devil works hard, but the Bachelor producers work harder.
Yes.
So someone said that the devil works hard, but you and Kris Jenner work harder.
I saw that.
Did you see that? Okay.
I saw that.
So my question is, you and Kris teaming up for Kris and Kris TV domination of
Kris
something?
Squared. It's funny, a long time ago she had a talk show, and I co-hosted with her for a few days. And we are good friends, and I actually ended up FaceTiming with them last night.
I saw that too.
Yes, the Kardashians found me at dinner, and we were FaceTiming, and so Kim and Kendall and I think Chloe was there. They were all there. So it was really funny. And again, they were just like wanting me to spill the tea on what just happened. Kind of like the questions like, okay, what happened?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened after the. And so Kris is amazing. She's a marketing genius, and she's
really
amazing at what she does. You have to, if nothing else, you have to respect the empire that she built.
Oh, absolutely. And I think everyone does. They can't argue that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I have a segment idea actually.
What?
We should film you like watching the show and like you do like live commentary. You know how people do that on YouTube?
100%.
Have you been pitched that before?
I would be, instead of Barb in the box, it'd be Kris in the box.
It would be you in the box. Yeah. Oh my God, that's genius. I think people really want to know like your real-time reactions.
Yeah.
Because you just know all of it.
I feel like
you really
I'm like a, the thought bubbles that pop over your head, and then it's like an iPad where I'm just like swiping like, nope, can't say it, nope, can't say it, nope. Oh, I'll say this one.
Yeah, but we love it because you're always so open about sharing your experiences and everything. So
I try to be pretty open and honest.
Yeah.
And so you can't always say and do, and this is what got Peter in trouble a lot, when you're always trying to do the right thing and say the right thing. It's like, you just got to be honest.
Yeah.
You're not always going to make everybody happy. And that's why, like, even with Barb last night, like, I'm not entirely happy, even though she has her own perspective, and, you know, you can't fault her for that, but yeah, I didn't love the way that went down.
Yeah.
And if I saw her, I would say that to her face. I don't love the way you acted. I don't think it was in the best interest of your son. I think
Yeah.
it might have been in the best interest of you.
That's right. Well, I think your honesty too, like, it allows us to feel closer to you and Bachelor Nation and just everyone in general.
You want to let people in.
Yeah, exactly. All right, it's come to the time.
Okay, here we go.
Trivia
Game
time.
Game
Chris,
time.
this is how
My
it's going to
drink
go.
is ready. I hope I lose.
Oh. So for people watching, let me explain that part. Why he wants to lose.
Yes.
No, you want to win.
Okay, because
so this is
the
trivia.
winner drinks.
That's right. So we have some questions, trivia on The Bachelor, and whoever rings the bell first and gets the question right gets to take a sip. So it's not a consequence. It's like, we
Our
want this.
off-camera producer,
That's right. Thank you.
Barbara,
Barb.
will be asking these questions. Go ahead, Barb.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous.
Oh, please. That's going to live in infamy because the picture of the wedding vow renewals. Yeah, that was great. That was good.
People on social, they're like, she can't even cut her out because she's
Yeah,
right in the
I'm
middle.
right in the middle. Oh, I get to drink.
Yeah. Oh, I took a sip anyway. Well, there we go. All right.
Okay, go. Okay, you go.
Okay, she's my number one. I'm gonna say like a teal greenish blue.
Oh, wow.
Got the first impression rose, and I was like, she won me.
Cheers to you. You drink.
I'm gonna chug real quick. Just kidding, kids, don't chug. I mean, you can if you want.
Drink responsibly.
That's right.
Is it?
Ooh.
I think it was a bear, but I could be wrong. A
Kangaroo?
koala bear.
No.
No, what was it?
The answer is a puma.
Let's drink. Cheers.
Cheers to pumas. Okay.
32.
What?
Yeah, it is. I think it was. 22?
Wait,
22.
check her sources.
Emmett Smith.
I'll just take a drink to that. Wow, 22 stitches, that's a lot.
Yeah. That was really interesting. The plate, where the grateful plate. And whoever gets the grateful
hit
plate,
it for him.
everyone goes around the room and says something they're grateful for and they like about that person.
Yeah.
Remember the hometown?
Do you want to play real quick?
Yes.
What are you grateful for with me?
I am grateful for your amazing interview skills
Oh,
and the way you
gosh,
light up a
thank you.
room.
cheers to that. All right. All right. I'm grateful for Chris Harrison just nailing the show for however many years? 10, 12.
18 years.
18?
That's why I looked like that in Australia, people. Give me a break.
No. Has it really been 18 years?
Yeah, it really has been 18 years. Yes, it was the year you were born.
Okay, first of all, that's wrong. Well, okay.
I win.
He wins again. If you guys saw our heads up game the last time he was in the Young Hollywood studio, he also won that too. Chris, you won everything, I think.
Reigning, defending Young Hollywood champ.
Woo! We'll have to figure out something
Tropical
else next time.
Rosé, hitting stores all across the country.
That's
Go
right.
find it.
Cheers.
Cheers.